Hey sneak peekers, this is Alex and I'm here at the red carpet for Forever Fest and we're going to be talking to the cast and director of Amira and Sam. What inspired you and where did you get the idea to write this movie?
The movie? Well, I had gone to West Point for my undergraduate, so I was in the Army, and I was a first responder after September 11th in the New York National Guard, and so I ended up spending my days down at Ground Zero after September 11th as the captain in charge of the soldiers there, and I did stand-up comedy and improv theater at night. And there was a new theater there called the UCB Theater, Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, and I was studying improv there and doing shows there, and I just started rubbing elbows with Wall Street guys, and I wanted to explore kind of post-September 11th America, but through the lens of a veteran and an immigrant, because I think, you know, veterans and immigrants are both marginalized in today's society, which I think is messed up, and so I wanted to kind of explore, you know, that their marginalization, but in a funny, you know, in an intimate, funny way, yeah. And so it's a comedy, but it kind of, you know, there's some drama. It's a little bit, it's like life, right? You know, you laugh, you cry, you move on.
What is something that you would like the audience to take away after watching the movie?
I mean, I think the most important thing is just the challenging of perceptions. You know, I feel like, you know, in today's media, you know, veterans, you know, tend to be kind of painted in one picture and immigrants another picture. You know, the idea that every veteran is a loose cannon and every immigrant's a criminal or something, it's just ridiculous. And I feel like, you know, a lot of veterans come home are great. You know, they're doing fine. They just want a fair shot. You know, they just want a fair shot at the American dream. You know, and a lot of immigrants the same thing. So it's, you know, it's really two people looking for a fair shot at the American dream in a country where, you know, that's become increasingly difficult.
And last but not least, do you have any advice for our Texas students?
I don't know, just, you know, follow your gut and do what you want to do. If you want to write, write. If you want to direct, direct. If you want to produce, produce. You know, I mean, that's it. Just find what you like, find what you're passionate about, and just do it. Just do it. Yeah.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you. What was it that you brought to your characters and took away from playing your characters?
You go first.
I don't know. I brought a lot of myself, I think, into this from the beginning of the process and to actually shooting it and bringing it to life. So I feel like there's so many things that there's a lot of myself in this movie in many ways, not just in my performance. And what I took from this experience really was having a new appreciation and understanding for what veterans go through and what their plight is really like, and also immigrants, the difficulties, you know, that immigrants have to deal with for no real reason, just because of judgment and.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing, and also to play such a strong, unapologetic woman, you know, makes me want to be more of that in my real life. You know, I think that it's a wonderful thing to be a woman and to celebrate it and to not apologize for who you are, you know. So that's also something I took away from it.
I also tried to bring that to my performance, was being an unapologetic woman.
You can
so
tell.
Hopefully that came across.
You can tell.
That's what I was going for.
Can you tell us what was some of your favorite off-screen moments with the production or anything like that?
Oh boy. That was a bit.
I loved our like Whole Foods dinners.
Oh yeah, sushi.
Yeah. We'd always go after.
Simple sushi.
Yeah, and got sushi from Whole Foods, and yeah, that was the best.
Good days.
Yeah.
A little bit of insight into what it was to transform into your characters, what it took, maybe.
I got plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Just on my feet. No one would ever notice, but it just made me
There's a face
feel.
under this beard.
I feel like my walk was different.
There's actually a face under here.
I had a different gait.
Yeah.
There was a pep in my step that I didn't have before because I knew my feet were prettier than they once were. I had rhinoplasty on my feet, so I have little noses now in between my big toe and my second biggest. So I can smelling is. It was a bad decision. I can smell.
You can smell his feet all the time.
They don't
which
always
don't smell very
They
good.
don't always smell good. Most of the time they don't smell. In the shower and right after the shower, they smell great.
Yeah.
But have you ever gotten water up your nose? So that's not fun. That happens to me every time I shower now. I'm sure you've heard enough.
Well, thank you.
It's so lovely to meet you.
It's so lovely to meet you guys too.